Here is a moment that I think a lot of people would like to take back. This was called The Decision. A lot of people remember it because they looked at LeBron James, and this is still a pretty young guy. And I thought, he's going to come to regret this one day. One day, he's going to look back on this and be embarrassed about it. Well, that day came and gone, and he was, and still is, looks back on this. Because a lot of people thought because of ego that he would take a half an hour on ESPN to tell the whole world what this big decision was again, driven by self-centeredness. Again, ego. But when I tell you the story of how this actually came down, because I wasn't quite familiar with it, you're going to see him on ESPN being interviewed by Jim Gray, the Weasel, and it was just a very awkward moment, and yet a significant one because he had to make decisions since that time, including just in the last 3 months and going to Los Angeles. But he's no longer televising them.
Do you have any doubts about your decision?
No, I don't have any doubts at all.
Would you like to sleep on it a little longer, or are you ready to make this decision?
No, I've slept enough, or the lack of sleep.
You still a nail biter?
I have a little bit, not of late.
Well, you've had everybody else biting their nails, so I guess it's time for them to stop chewing. The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Why?
Like I said before, I feel like it's going to give me the best opportunity to win, and to win for multiple years. And not only just to win in the regular season or just to win 5 games in a row or 3 games in a row. I want to be able to win championships, and I feel like I can compete down there.
Was it always in your plan to go and play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh?
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. To say it was always in my plans, I can't say it was always in my plans because I never thought it was possible. But the things that the Miami Heat franchise have done to be able to free up cap space and to be able to put themselves in a position this summer to have all 3 of us, it was hard to turn down. I mean,
this also, too, in terms of landmarks and lines and sands, is something that I don't like. I don't like the fact that in this day and age they feel like, let's get 2 other friends, or let's get my friends, and we're going to form this. Yeah, the super friends. I don't like it. In the day, you wanted to beat your friends. If Dave and I played on different, as close as we are, and we're obviously extremely close, but if Dave and I had to play sports against each other, he's going to try to beat me, and I'm going to try to beat him.
Always. Yeah.
That's who we would be.
Yep.
And Larry Bird did not want to play with Magic Johnson.
Yeah, we're more Larry Birdish than LeBron James.
Yeah. And I think that I look at this and I think, this is so awkward. And all these years later, and then I get a load of this. Freelance sportscaster Jim Gray pitched the idea to James' management and ESPN for an hour-long show in which James would announce his decision. Gray once worked for ESPN, and James' management team insisted that Gray be involved in the interview. ESPN gave away the airtime, allowing James' team to sell the ads in exchange for the news story.
Interesting.
So this is an infomercial almost.
Yeah.
The way they would do it.
I didn't know that.
And Jim Gray was behind it.
Wow.
So it wasn't ESPN saying, hey, do you want to do this? It was Jim Gray going to the management and say, hey, we can do this, and then we can sell time.
I got this idea. I can make some big cake.
Weasel.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry. Weasel.
No, I didn't know that at all.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.